Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Prof. Lia and everyone. We are from Group 1, and my name is Radar Murad. And today we're going to present a risk assessment and business continuity plan analysis of UI Green Change Initiative. Going backwards to our last meeting where we do a change impact assessment using the 7S McKinsey model, where we can see there's 7 elements and every element we can see their key gap as well as the implication. And so this week, we are going to identify the strategic, operational, and project level risks using the three risk perspective that could disrupt sustainability goals and campus continuity during the change. In the first category is the strategic risk, where we identify the strategy misalignment when sustainability goals risk being treated as add-ons rather than embedded in UI core strategic planning. The second one are the reputational exposure, where if they fail to meet the UI Green metrics targets, they could damage their own credibility. The second risks are the business risks. We identify the coordination breakdown, when absence of a central sustainability office increase the chance of overlap or contradiction between the faculty. And the second one, we identify operational blind spot when lack of unified data system means rising emission, waste, or energy inefficiencies may go undetected. And lastly, the third one, a program/project risk, where we identify IT system delays. The first one, when delay in implementing the sustainability performance dashboard could affect monitoring and decision-making timelines. And lastly, change fatigue when staff and students already managing academic loads may experience burnout if green trainings are not sequenced carefully.
Okay, so for the risk assessment and management of initiatives, so for the risk register, there are 6 changes that we've already made. Is the sustainability perceived as optimal lacking top-down commitment, and the likelihood and the consequence is 4 and 4, while the mitigation action is to recruit Rectorate Sustainability Steering Group, and also the owner are the VP Strategy. While the target date that it will be implemented is in July 2027 and finish. So for the next one is the duplication of efforts due to the unclear roles, the assessment and the likelihood consequences is 3 and 4, and the mitigation action is establish university level sustainability office and also clarify roles and reporting. So the owner are the Green Office Director and the target date is June 2027. So for the no integrated system to track GHG, and the likelihood is 3 and 5, while the mitigation is fast track procurement of campus-wide GHG and also waste monitoring software, while the owner is CIO at 2027. And the changes are the green doors of road leading to burnout, and the likelihood and consequences is 3 and 3, while the mitigation is pilot training on one faculty first. And next one is the perception of greenwashing due to the slow visible progress, where the likelihood is very low, that is 2, and also the consequences is 4, where the mitigation action is to launch a monthly green impact, and the owner is the communication team. And last one is sustainability project deprioritized due to competing needs. That is have the same as the first one is 4 likelihood and also the 4 consequences, where it includes sustainability in annual budget cycles, and also the target date is March 2026.
Okay, so now we have the risk registers of for the UE Green Campus Initiative. From this slides, it was highlights the key risks we've identified and maps them based on the both likelihood and consequence. Starting from the highest priority risk, we found that leadership's disagreements and also budget shortfalls pose a biggest threats if university's leadership doesn't stay committed and or if funding isn't secure, the initiative could lose momentum or even fail to launch the key programs. These both are high impactful and also high likely, uh, so they have require urgence of attention. Next, we have the identified data gaps. While these might likely less likely they have the posts of the serious risks without a proper systems in the place to track the emissions and the waste. We could miss early warning signs, making it harder to take an actions or show a significant progress. We also noted that staff resistance and fragments initiative, these are very much relevance in the decentralization structures of UI. Without clear roles or coordinations efforts towards the overlaps or worse contradictions each other's, which is the staff already have a full schedule, so the change isn't communicates and supported properly, it could be met with resistance. Lastly, we conclude student and staff cynicisms. While it is at least likely can we can undermine enthusiasm if people are very much performative or too ambitious to be real. Overall, our recommendations is to focus on the first leadership's engagements and funding, as these are very much foundations. From there, we can strengthen systems and communications to tackle other risks.
And moving on, we have the change risk areas of OE Green Change initiatives. There are several change categories such as strategic, business, project, and also behavioral. Where the issues from the strategic side is that the green campus vision is perceived as performative due to lack of top-down support, where the likelihood is medium, the consequences are high, and overall high. Where the enablers are establishing a rector level sustainability steering group, integrated sustainability into strategic KPIs. Where from the business side, the issues are staff overwhelmed by additional sustainability duties alongside existing workloads, where the likelihood is medium, the consequence is medium, and overall it is high, where the enablers are action is face trainings and responsibilities, where we can align tasks with performance reviews and provide incentives. And also, there are confusion around new recycling protocols. Where it leads to low compliance, where the likelihood is high, the consequences are medium, and overall it is high. Uh, but we can co-create awareness campaign with students organizations, install a standardized multilingual bin signage. And from the project side, there are delay in implementing integrated sustainability monitoring system, where the likelihood is medium, the consequences are high, and overall it is high. But we can prioritize ID procurement, assign data champions per faculty, and ensure a regular dashboard reporting. And the last one from the behavioral side, we have the facilities disruption during solar panel and installation impact research operations as an issue, where the likelihood is low, but the consequences are high, and overall is medium. Uh, the action that we can do is schedule a work during semester break or off peak hours, ensure lab access, backups, and comms in place. Okay, and next one, there are also another issues where it is the feeling it's not their job among non-environmental faculties, where it is the likelihood is high, the consequences is high, then overall it is high. But we can tackle that by having a cross faculty green ambassador program with recognition awards. And then the last one from the behavioral side is the fear of changes in traditional workflows, such as paperless offices, where the likelihood is medium, the consequence is medium, and therefore overall it's medium. But we can tackle that by run change labs to co-design solution with resistant staff. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, now let's go towards the mitigating actions. We propose address each of the key risks on the initiatives first. The strategy misalignments, we recommend embedding sustainability towards in universities' course strategic plans. That means linking green goals directly to the top level of KPE and forming a sustainable leadership councils to ensure ongoing alignments across all faculties. To reputational risk, especially around green metrics targets, we propose launching a real-time progress dashboards. This makes sustainability efforts more transparent and help the university to communicate and gap consistently both internally and to the publics. For the coordinations gap, we suggest setting a central sustainability office, a dedicated units to guides all faculty level of efforts. This would support by aligning sustainability PICs in each departments to ensure alignment and prevents duplications. In response to data blind spots, we recommend developing a centralized environmental tracking systems. This includes standardized sizings how data collected in assigning clear role for each metrics and starting pilot programs to build momentums. And the next to deal with the IT system delay, especially around the sustainability dashboard, we propose to a phase rollout plan on the weekly sprints. In meantime, we're relying on the manual dashboard so we don't lose track during the transitions. Finally, the change fatigues, especially among the staff and student, we recommended the rolling out green trainings in phase, blending formats in the gamified module and asynchronous learning, and giving recognition such as certificates on co-curricular credits to motivate participations. All these actions aim to reduce risk and increase engagement and help an initiative on track and sustainable over time.
Recording progress.
Okay, so next is for the business continuity plan examination, where we assess several areas and then we conducted an analysis and recommend. First is the alignment with change scope, where we find that the business continuity plan does not yet reflect new smart energy system or solar panel integrations. Thus, we recommend to update the business continuity plan to include technical fallback plans for power, especially in pilot faculties. So for the long term, we recommend them to conduct an annual continuity plan review to incorporate future energy upgrades. Next, the assessment area is in knowledge dependency risk, where we found that only 1 to 2 staff manage dashboard systems. So we recommend to cross-train staff and create quick reference SOPs and repository and routine responsibilities. Next is stakeholder inclusion, where we found that admin and operational staff are not well involved in drills and students are unaware of backup workflows, and we recommend them to extend training and simulations to all user groups and communicate simplified business continuity plan guides. And for the long-term plan is to implement modules for all new students and staff and admin. Next assessment area is in timing conflicts, where we found that several initiatives like dashboard or composting program occur during peak academic periods that might hinder the students and staffs. Thus, we recommend to use a change heat map to reschedule rollouts. And for the long-term plan is to develop a 3-year implementation calendar synced with UI's academic and operational schedules. And finally, we assess testing and review gaps, where we found that there's no formal business continuity plan testing or drills. Thus, we recommend to schedule a cross-faculty simulation drills. And finally, for the long-term plan is to integrate business continuity plan testing into routine university emergency preparedness exercises with review checkpoint. So while UI's business continuity plan covers core disruptions, deeper integration with ongoing green initiatives, inclusive training, and regular testing are essential to ensure operational resilience. So that is all for our presentation. Thank you.